Last week, it was a banner night in San Antonio for the NBA champs, while the Pacers tipped off their own quest for the title. Plus, we'll check out the much-awaited debut of LeBron James, take you inside an NBA training camp with the Denver Nuggets. And as always, we'll bring you the top 10 plays of the week from around the NBA.
Throw it up. Kedrick is there. Yeah!
What a play by Allen Iverson!
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
You can't believe that one, can you?
Oh, baby, what a play!
Man, what a dunk by Tim Duncan.
Stoudemire. Oh, David Stoudemire.
Hey, now! Showtime! Oh, my!
Unbelievable!
Oh, what a magnificent play. Here comes Shaq. Look out!
Put that on the highlight reel right now.
If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
We do things off by taking you into the action in the Western Conference with the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Last June, the San Antonio Spurs defeated the New Jersey Nets in the NBA Finals and captured the NBA's ultimate prize. The Spurs won their second title in 5 years, and at last week's home opener, they received their championship rings from Commissioner David Stern.
Congratulations to San Antonio, to the Spurs organization, and to all of you for the 2003 NBA champion San Antonio Spurs. Let's give out the rings.
From the now retired David Robinson to this year's Spurs, the players received their rings, and now all that remained was the ultimate symbol of their success.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we call your attention as we unveil the 2002-2003 NBA Championship banner.
The ceremonies were complete, and now the Spurs would have to go out and defend their championship. The first opponent, the Phoenix Suns, who had given them a tough battle in last year's playoffs. The Spurs would have to start without their injured point guard Tony Parker, and his Suns counterpart Stephon Marbury wasted no time in taking advantage.
Marbury is on fire.
The Suns were up by as many as 15 points, but San Antonio fought back to get into the game, and by the time the first half ended, they were down by just 4. The champions would carry their momentum right into the second half.
It counts, and the foul. Beautiful give and go between Rose and Mercer.
Trailing virtually the entire game, the Spurs finally went in front with less than 4 minutes left.
Turkoglu, yes. San Antonio has the lead for the first time tonight.
Still, the Spurs trailed by 1 in the final minute, but then they caught a break.
Rebounded by Carter. And Carter scored to give San Antonio a 1-point lead.
But the Suns would still have a chance to pull it out at the end.
Marbury to the fadeaway. Kept alive by Marbury. Fires. Kept alive by Hardaway. He shoots. And time has run out on the Phoenix Suns. A wild finish here in San Antonio.
Next, the Spurs headed to Denver, where rookie Carmelo Anthony was eager to knock down the champions. Tim Duncan and the Spurs were looking to start off the season with back-to-back wins. But from the outset of this one, it was clear that Tim Duncan and his teammates could be in for a long night.
And a sloppy start for San Antonio.
The Nuggets hounded the Spurs all over the court, turning their defense into offense, while holding San Antonio to just 29% shooting.
And he challenges the shot blocker. Camby, bad idea. Rashad, up and in with the layup.
The Spurs were in a hole once again, and this time they couldn't dig themselves out, as Denver held on to the lead and came away with an 80-72 victory. Next, the Spurs returned home to take on the New York Knicks. And with Anthony Carter now joining Tony Parker on the sidelines, it would be up to their fellow guards to pick up the slack. Jason Hart started at point guard, and coming off the bench to provide outside shooting was Australian native Shane Heal with a pair of three-pointers.
Heal a three. Take that, says Shane Heal. Hart all the way, lays it in. Count the buckets.
On this night, San Antonio relied on a balanced attack as 6 players scored in double figures.
Ginobili, that's a way to make your presence felt.
But while the Spurs supporting cast came up big, the man leading the way, as usual, was Tim Duncan.
Duncan running the floor. The catch, lay it up, and in it he's fouled.
And the San Antonio Spurs would go on to defeat the New York Knicks 86-74. Now let's check out the NBA.com Midwest Division standings. The Mavericks and Rockets are tied for the early lead, followed by the Grizzlies, Jazz, and Spurs. Over in the Pacific Division, the LA Lakers have burst out in front. With the Seattle Sonics in second place, the Sacramento Kings are in third. You're watching NBA action on Fox Sports Net. Now we take you back into the action. This time in the Eastern Conference for a look at the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers opened their season against Rick Carlisle's former team, the Pistons.
Well, he's definitely a part of that, that balance being raised, but hey, business. You congratulate him and wish him luck on his season and, shake his hand, try and give him his first L.
And the new coach knows that Detroit will be one of the biggest obstacles for his Pacers.
In my mind, Detroit is the team to beat in the Central, certainly, and one of the top 2 in the East. So, we hope to be on their heels all year long.
And Indiana was out to drive that point home right from the start as Jermaine O'Neal carried the Pacers to a first-half lead with some help from veteran Reggie Miller.
Here's a steal by Reggie Miller from Rip. He will drive it and flip it up and fill it up.
But Mehmet Okur answered with 17 points off the bench.
Memo in the post, backs in on Jermaine O'Neal, turns, fires, fills it up.
Okur also made his presence felt on defense as Detroit made a run in the second half. But the Pacers responded.
3-on-1 break. In the middle is Artest. Lays it up, lays it in.
Indiana took a slim lead into the final minutes with Reggie Miller delivering his trademark heroics. While Jermaine O'Neal continued to excel as he finished the game with 22 points and 15 rebounds.
Jermaine O'Neal stops the run.
Down by 2, Detroit had one last shot.
8 seconds, now 7. He fires. It's off iron. Memo with the rebound, though.
Got to get it up.
Turns, he fires, and it's off the iron. Indiana wins by 2.
The Pacers season was off to a great start. And they tried to keep it going at home 2 nights later against Milwaukee, as Al Harrington would deliver one of the finest performances of his career.
Harrington over Thomas. Al Harrington on fire.
Harrington scored a team-high 26 points in 31 minutes. But the Bucks held down the rest of the Pacers and built a 21-point second-half lead behind Michael Redd.
Out it goes to Redd. Forget about it.
And with Tim Thomas adding 20, the Bucks were in command.
Thomas works his way in, and that just about seals the deal if you weren't convinced.
The Pacers' home opener ended in a disappointing loss. Next, it was on to Atlanta, and with Reggie Miller sidelined with a sore back, Jermaine O'Neal stepped up.
O'Neal, nice spin move, uses the glass.
And Al Harrington delivered once again, scoring 20 points coming off the bench.
Nice quick move by Al Harrington.
After falling behind early, Harrington and the Pacers would rebound in a big way. But the Hawks stayed right with them, thanks to an inspired effort from their point guard, Jason Terry.
Jason Terry, the pull-up jumper.
Yes. Terry took it right at the Indiana defense and finished the game with 29 points, while Ron Artest led the Pacers with 22.
Artest puts it in.
Ron was hitting from everywhere.
Artest checks the win, lets it go, and hits the 3.
The Pacers led by 2 in the final minute, but the Hawks weren't through.
JT with 10, flies down the wing, goes across toward Jackson, touch to the corner, Glover for the tie. Yes,
Yes, sir.
tied at 90.
The game went into overtime, where Atlanta fell behind by 3. But once again, they would come back.
A three-pointer, ties it.
Yes.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim with a three-pointer, Indiana timeout, and the Hawks have done it again.
But the Pacers would turn to veteran Anthony Johnson, who responded with 7 points in overtime.
Pacers run, and Anthony Johnson takes it right to the hole.
Johnson had 15 points on the game, including a huge three-pointer that put Indiana in front for good.
Now Johnson for 3 out of the corner, good. Anthony Johnson, a three-pointer, and the Pacers take the lead.
And the Indiana Pacers went on to a hard-fought victory, 103-99.
In overtime, the Indiana Pacers send the Hawks to their third straight loss.
Now here's a look at the NBA.com Central Division standings. The Pacers are tied for first place with the New Orleans Hornets, while the Raptors and Pistons are tied for third place. In the Atlantic Division, the Boston Celtics are on top after the first week, with the Philadelphia 76ers and New Jersey Nets tied for second place. The Knicks and Wizards are tied for fourth place. We're back with more NBA action. Time to log on to NBA.com, beginning with the first NBA game of Cleveland rookie LeBron James.
Arco Arena in Sacramento. The site of the season opener, the much-anticipated debut of one LeBron James. There is the man of the hour in probably the most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport. LeBron James will put it on the floor for the first time in a regular season game tonight.
I got a little nerves in my stomach right now, but, once the jump ball starts up, I'll be ready to play.
And LeBron wasted no time showing his skills. First, his passing.
Here comes LeBron James on the run. This is his best part of his game. And there's his first assist, and it's a beauty.
Then the NBA's #1 draft pick displayed his outside shooting touch, while also demonstrating his defense and his dunking.
Here he comes the other way. There's your first James Jam of his career. Whoa.
And LeBron didn't mind sharing the stage with his teammates.
Here he comes again. This time he dishes to his trainer, Davis. How about that?
Though the Cavaliers lost to the Kings, James had a sparkling debut with 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. In other news, it was off to the Far East for the Sonics and Clippers, who met in the 2003 NBA Japan games. And Seattle's Rashard Lewis made himself right at home as he put on a show for the Japanese fans.
Get outside there for Lewis. Lewis backs in, turns by Wilcox. Tried to hang a hook up there over Dropback. Missed it, got his rebound. Pump fakes, leads, hooks and scores. Lewis is just playing in a different gear than the Clipper defense, and he has 28 points. Lewis on the right. Lewis the 1-2. Up top, sledgehammer right-hand jam for Sweet Lou. 33 points for Lewis.
Rashard Lewis went on to score 50 points in the second game as the Seattle Sonics defeated the LA Clippers twice. Time now for more NBA action.
It's time to go to work.
Now we continue our behind-the-scenes look at an NBA training camp as we follow the Denver Nuggets in this week's Secret NBA.
This will be a test of our will against their will. Play our game, And I'm glad we're playing 5 straight road games here, or 6, whatever it is, because we want to get so road tested that we're going to just kick some butt on the road as well as at home. And I want us to develop this toughness that we're playing our game no matter where we play it. I want to run these guys right out of this building. Let's put our best foot forward tonight. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Let's get one. Left. All right. Money. Let's go. Let's go home. You don't get no mess. Get out of here. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. You first. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Joining his 6th NBA team in 6 seasons, 5'5" Earl Boykins has finally found a home and security in Denver. Signed to be the Nuggets' backup point guard, Earl has a 5-year guaranteed contract.
My only dream was to be a basketball player. Growing up, I never thought about anything else but basketball. I think when I came into the league as a rookie, not many people believed that I would ever last this long. And now that I've lasted this long, I still don't think that I've got the respect that I deserve.
2, good, big guy. Go. 3, excellent, dog. 4. Strongest man in the league, pound for pound. Tell Ben Wallace that, too. Let's go, 2 more.
I've been around players taller than me my entire life. So from that standpoint, it's never bothered me because I'm used to it. and someone from the outside world just looking in, I think they're sort of amazed at what they see. The thought of not being successful, I don't understand that. It's simple to me. Either you're going to do it or you're not. If you're not successful, it's because of you. I don't want to become a regular NBA player. I want to become a special player in this league. I'm confident and I know I can play basketball against anyone.
Since you guys are here, help me carry some of this stuff downstairs. All right, turn the cameras off.
Unlike Boykins, shooting guard Jeff Trepanier came to training camp with no guarantees. Joining the Nuggets last season from the NBDL, he was now locked in a tough fight just to make this year's roster.
On any given day, in the preseason, anybody could get cut. I mean, just because you were here last year doesn't mean anything. This is a new year, and new guys come in, so you have to show you're tougher than them.
There's a lot of pressure going on, you know?
It's a lot of pressure, but I mean, I've been playing basketball all my life, so I'm used to it.
Hello? Yeah, we had a shoot around this morning. Yeah. We play tonight. Yeah, we in Indiana right now. No, I'm just chilling right now. Probably get something to eat. That's about it. Yeah, I'm about to take a nap in a minute. All right. That's my dad. Talking my ear off.
Is it day by day?
Yeah, it is day by day. I mean, if you have a bad practice and the coaches get on you and everything like that and you're practicing bad, I mean, they take looks at that. And if you play good or practice good, you know, they're like, well, you know, he's playing good. Maybe we should keep him around a little longer. So, I mean, it goes both ways. If you play good, you don't even worry about it. You know you'll be there the next day. But if you play bad, you kind of think about it.
We play our game. That means I want to run on every opportunity, getting the ball up the court as quick as we can. Now, I know we've only played 2 preseason games, but we're #1 in field goal percentage. We're #1 in free throw percentage. And those are numbers I want up there all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Denver Nuggets.
I want to run the basketball. Run the ball. Run your through and post up sometimes. Look for that, all right? 1, 2, 3. Go.
Coming off the bench, as he will this season for Denver, Earl Boykins continued to make his case for respect with 15 points.
It off the left-hand glass. Well, that was impressive.
Meanwhile, Jeff Trepanier would keep battling just to make the team. But he felt the wrath of head coach Jeff Bzdelik at halftime.
Trepanier, you played 9 minutes. You're a great athlete, no defensive boards. Rodney, 8 minutes, no defensive boards. Skeeta, 7 minutes, no defensive boards. I mean, that's 0, 0, 0. That's bull crap. That's bull crap. You get in there and you grab a rebound.
Though Trepanier never did get a rebound, the Nuggets ran their preseason record to 3-0. Still, Boykins was keeping it all in perspective.
I don't think we played that well. It was a good win, though, but I think as a team, you want to win these games, but it's more important that you improve every night.
All right, we'll go to work tomorrow, okay? Good job, 1, 2, 3. Nuggets!
Welcome back to NBA action. All right, time now for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV countdown. At number 10, it's Denver's mile-high rookie Carmelo Anthony.
And he goes to work on him. He can play a little, can he?
At number 9, Portland runs into the long arm of the Sixers, Samuel Dalembert.
Dale Davis, the rebound shot blocked inside by Dalembert.
At number 8, the Celtics start the break, and Kedrick Brown knows how to finish it.
Yeah! Great outlet. Nice pass by Mike James, and guess where Kedrick was? Over the rim.
Checking in at number 7, off the miss, Miami's Brian Grant has just enough time for the tip-in.
Brian Grant, did he? They're going to count the bucket. They're going to review it.
That is a good tip, Fred.
I think so, too.
In at number 6 with time running out, T-Mac attacks the glass and ties it for the Magic.
Comes back to McGrady, who fights it in and down with 1/10 of a second remaining.
Overtime. How long can they hold the tip in Sacramento for LeBron's first game?
Coming in at number 5, the Bulls' Tyson Chandler was soaring too high for any Hawk.
Tyson inside. Blocked it net. What a monster game for Tyson Chandler.
In at number 4 is the Phoenix Suns' Sean Marion, who goes through and over the Laker defense.
Marion just tomahawked that one in. What a play by Sean Marion, and the crowd responds.
In at number 3, here's LeBron James, starting to build his highlight reel.
Sean Marion forced him to the baseline. He's got to realize there's no shot blocker back there right now. Everybody just got out of the way. They know that anytime he does that, you're going to be on a poster or some commercial.
At number 2, Vince Carter shows there's plenty of air left in his game.
Carter, what a move!
With the number 1 play of the week, the Timberwolves unleash the Mad Dog, Mark Madsen.
Madsen inside. Mark Madsen. Welcome to Minnesota. Oh, my. Wally Zerbiak. Can't believe it either.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can vote for your favorite play all season long by logging on to NBA.com.